Alright, we're gonna go ahead and address the elephants in the room first. So you can go ahead and skip the introduction if you want to. Thing one, why did it take me so long to get this out? Well, all of last year was an entire mess, and this year started off an entire mess, and it doesn't seem to be getting better. And this isn't an update video, so if you want to know what actually is going on, go watch the latest update video. The other problem was literally every single time I tried to read more of this last year, the site would not stop crashing. So I've actually literally just had this up for like the last 4 or 5 minutes, just waiting to see if it crashes. And it hasn't, so we're gonna hope that it doesn't do that. Anyways, let's get right on into it. You guys know how I'm doing this because I already said the thing. So, deploy alchemitter. Alchemitter? One of the two. Why is the floor shaking? Are you dropping more stuff in my house? I don't remember the voices that I used, so I'm just going to go with these ones. And we'll see how this goes. Yes, 2 more gizmos. Sweet! What is it with all these big contraptions? If I had to guess, they appear to facilitate a sort of system involving punch card-based alchemy. Huh? To what end? I mean, what are we supposed to be doing in this game? That remains to be seen. Maybe you should investigate. Go get PDA. Yes. Serious business. The following matters have been submitted in a frank and forthright manner for Pipe Fan 413 judicious appraisal. Decided to return home for fresh pie. Sold the soiled tie will be laundered immediately upon return. Use ballpoint pen to roll up the tip of cloth. Extract pen. Press rolled cloth against ceramic surface. Restroom sink. In future, consider repositioning hat, hook, and or coffee pot. Photographic demonstration of incident. Was posturing unevenly to reach for hat on wall hook. Tip of tie slipped into open mouth of pot. Duration of dunk approximately 3 seconds. Please elaborate on incident. Need counsel on removing coffee from necktie. Incident occurred 45 seconds ago. Beverage essence rapidly setting into fabric. Yeah, I enjoy how seriously they take the background characters even in this game. Even though they're not really background characters, because the background characters don't exist in this comic, if you were wondering. You grab the PDA, switching back to stack modus so it is readily accessible. The interface is oddly sterile. No hilarious clown wallpapers or anything like that. Nope, so you mean Harlequin wallpapers. The serious business application is open. It seems your dad uses it to keep tabs on various acquaintances. His fellow street performers, maybe? You guess the performing arts must be pretty serious business after all. John, install Pester Chum. This should be useful. Now you can keep tabs on your chums while you wander around the house. Go to balcony. Hey, I'm on the balcony now. I'm messaging from my dad's PDA. The one you threw into the yard? No, I'm telling you, it jumped out of my Stylodex like a frightened weasel. What were you doing with it in the first place? I am not sensing a lot of regard for the personal property of others. Is this how your pent-up frustration with your father manifests itself? What? No. Those were all accidents. Please take your babblery somewhere else, miss. Your bathroom is a mess. Did you do that too? Oh man, this can't be cool. All this snooping nonsense. There's cake in the toilet. Yes. Yes, there is. I'm tempted to clean it up for you. Okay, if that will satisfy your weird OCD complex, then go ahead. My obsessive compulsive disorder complex? Can a disorder also be a complex? In your case, probably. Sounds complicated. Anyway, I'm gonna have a look at the enormous platformy thing you put on my balcony. John, examine alchemitter in cautious manner. You have no idea what you're doing with this thing. You can't find any controls for it. Having exhausted all other possibilities, you just decide to stand on it. This isn't very cautious of you, actually. John, look through telescope. It's a clear, sunny day. Nothing out of the ordinary to report, at least not beyond the walls of your own home. TT, grab the toilets. Grab the soiled toilet. Whoops. Whoops, what? What was that noise? Is this something I should go investigate? No, I have it under control. You can keep playing with your telescope. John, investigate. Nah. I think I can patch it up. Just give me a little space. Why don't you go have a look at the Cruxtruder? The what? The thing I put in your living room. John, hop down the hole. You jump down into the utility room. Get sledgehammer and card. You get the sledgehammer and the card. Strife specibus, hammer kind. You take the sledgehammer and the capsule log card, combine the two, and quickly apply it to your strife specibus. You think it's cool that things don't always have to be federal fucking issue. Correct. Excuse me. Okay, well. Yep, this is what it was doing the last time it did this. We're gonna go ahead and save this. Just in case. Done. And I guess we're gonna go back to the home page since that's the only option that it's giving me. Well, I guess we're just going to explore what the homepage has to offer since it decided to mess off. It's over. Fucking finally. Over these 47 long nights, my webpage grew larger and larger, absolutely transcendent with throbbing JPEGs and gargantuan PNGs, until I had vividly recreated the experience of accessing the internet with a dial-up modem. So you're welcome for providing you one more way to experience invaluable history firsthand. But all that thought throughout this assured Lenten pedigree, accursed Lenten pedigree. I'm using Carcat's voice, by the way, in case you're wondering what that weird voice is. He's the one that speaks in all caps, so I assume he's the one saying this. You have been screaming at me to optimize my webpage, and now that I have brought my ill-fated Predecursor's project to completion, I have listened to your calls and optimized it to a permanent end. Now the clown calendar has been delivered back into the mysterious oblivion from which it was dredged, and replaced by a much better web page. Beautiful, perfect, pure raw tables. Folks, it doesn't get better than this. But if you missed out, you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, then too fucking bad. That's life. Okay. Okay. So this appears to be the bug map. The bug thing. And this also, it should be noted, is not the original website that you used to read Homestuck. It used to be on MS Paint Adventures. I'm assuming that website must have gotten taken down at some point or destroyed or something. And that's where the problem is. So that's why I think this must be someone else maybe re-uploading it or something. I have no idea. Let's go back to this. Hey! Excuse me. It works now. Fantastic. Apparently, I just needed to take a little detour. Maybe it just really badly wanted me to save. I don't know what save even does necessarily. I think that just makes it so that whatever panel you're on is the home page, maybe. But I always just save the page that I'm on in the bookmarks because that's how I had to do it when it was MS Paint Adventures, and it's easier for me to get to. Anyway, it looks like another of your chums is pestering you on your PDA. John, answer chum. Garden Gnostic. Nah. John, did you get my package? Oh, hey. No, not yet. Darn, are you sure? It was in a green box. Oh, yeah, but it was in my dad's car and he's still out at the store. He should be back soon. Great! So what are you up to today? I am up to my neck in the spurb stuff. TT is making a royal mess of my house. Hello? What's spurb? Oh, it's this game. It's okay, I guess. I'm still figuring it out. Whoa, what is that? What was that? What was what? There was a loud noise outside my house. It sounded like an explosion. Wow, really? I'll go outside and look. Oh, man. All right, but be careful, okay? I will. Garden Gnostic ceased pestering ectobiologist. John, might as well track out the Cruxtruder. Oh, hell no. You put this thing in front of the door? There's a door there? Yeah? I didn't see it. I just thought it fit nicely into that groove. You mean you thought it was elegant? Okay, well, what do I do with this thing? Hello? What are you doing up there now? Oh, fuck. Examine wheel on the Cruxtruder. Then you turn the wheel. Something seems to be pushing from underneath the lid, but you aren't strong enough to make the lid come off. Put the bathtub in the driveway. A connection lost. On the tub's journey to the driveway, the connection is interrupted. Scold. You can see me, right? Tell me what's wrong with this picture. Sorry, I keep losing the wireless signal. Must be the weather. I would look for a stronger signal in another part of the house, but I'd rather not risk an encounter with my mother. I battled through her cloud of gin and derision once already this evening. Haha, yeah, I hear you. Yes, cake gestures, unfaltering love and support. Quite a road to hoe there, though I suppose I'm complicit for not informing social services about your situation. I know. What's going on outside? Maybe you could catch a neighbor's signal. That presents the same problem. Also, it's raining, remember? And dark. It's dark already? Yes, the sun has already had its way with us here and on the East Coast. Its lurid glare has moved on to younger time zones. Okay. John, hit the crook Struder with the sledgehammer. Need help? Pick up the sledgehammer. Smash! Animation time. Also, orb. What is that thing? And what is this clock counting down to? I've been looking at the game FAQ walkthroughs to figure out some of this stuff. Hold on while I read further. Okay. All of these walkthroughs are extremely short. None progress much farther than this point. Weird. Well, I mean, it is a new game. True. Now that the lid is off, you will need to extrude some cruxite. John, turn the wheel again. You extrude run cruxite dowel. That conveniently lands directly behind you and not on your head. John, get the cruxite. I feel like we should be hurrying. That countdown is making me nervous. John? Oh, your PDA is trapped under the cruxite now, isn't it? Anyways, it looks like you are going to need this card too. TT, deploy pre-punched card. Plop. No! John, get the card. Yeet. Yeah. A shard of glass is expelled from the deck and maims the Harlequin doll. Yeah, alright. Yeah. Capture log fanciful Harlequins. Filled. You take 2 fanciful Harlequins. The additional useless freight pushes your PDA to the last card. You then switch to the Q modus, so you have access to the PDA. More glass shrapnel flies from the deck. It maims your poor Harlequin farther. Ding, 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 ding. This thing keeps following me around. I think it's trying to talk to me or something. I just realized I made John's voice the voice I usually use for Tavros. Probably because he also gives similar adorable nerd energy. We're gonna keep it. Tavros is just gonna sound the same when he shows up. Maybe slightly more squeaky. I don't know, man. We'll get there when we get there. Maybe by then I'll have settled on a voice for John, because I'm gonna be honest, John has always been the one that I've had a problem figuring out a voice for. That I actually like. This thing keeps following me around. And I think it's trying to talk to me or something. That is probably the Colonel Sprite. It apparently needs to be prototyped. Twice, actually. Whatever the hell that means. These walkthroughs are horrendously written. Okay. Well, you're the one with the cursor, so just do whatever you think is the right thing to do. Also, fix my bathroom. TT dropped a maimed Harlequin into Colonel Sprite. Go ahead and save here again, because the little S in front of this means it's going to be an animation, which means it's likely to crash. So if I save here, the Colonel Sprite has been prototyped with the Harlequin wall. I forgot the animations have sound effects. Anyway. And now it's speaking in even more confusing language. I still can't understand this thing's gobbledygook. That was only Tier 1 prototyping. There is still another tier to the prototyping process, which for all we know merely advances this entity through increasingly esocentric states of linguistics. The clock is ticking. We don't have time for this asinine tomfoolery. This unmitigated poppycock? Extravagant hogwash! Okay, stop. Stop trying whatever silly thing you're typing. I'm going upstairs to the big platformy thing. The alchemitter? Try to learn the lingo. John, use the pre-punch card with the alchemitter. There is no slot for a card anywhere to be found on the alchemitter. The Colonel Sprite has followed you upstairs. For those of you who don't remember, it only has arms because we gave it arms earlier in the comic. Hence why the arm is being set aside as an important detail. Anyway, explore the Athenum. It's a perfectly generic object. Acquiring a Cruxite doll seems to have populated the Antheum with one item, a perfectly generic object. Yep, alright. You know, the fun part is, it's really easy to forget that this was a game that just evolved into an entirely different situation. Because it's really only chapter, 1 through 3 that give you all of that game stuff, and then the rest just becomes more of an actual webcomic without all of the extra game additions. John, capture log the telescope. Yeet! You snatched the telescope from its tripod. Who knows, it might be useful. But more importantly, it pushes the Cruxite to the last card, making it available for tinkering. The PDA is predictably jettisoned into the yard and over the neighbor's fence. John, put the Cruxite on the weird pattern on the alchemitter. You place the Cruxite doll on the alchemitter's small pedestal. Something is happening. It's a laser. You set the alchemitter to cast 3 perfectly generic objects for some reason, expanding a total of 6 units of build grist. These things look completely useless. What a waste! Out of the corner of your eye, you notice there's something in the sky. John, switch modus and use telescope to inspect the sky. You switch back to the stack modus and get closer look with your telescope. Whatever it is, the Colonel Sprite seems particularly agitated about it. Oh, well, that would be what the timer is for. You're no astronomer, but its trajectory looks suspiciously head-on with your current perspective. This is a troubling development. Yeah. You figure you've left him hanging long enough. John, high-five your Colonel Sprite. You figure you left him hanging long enough. John, attempt to ingest a unit of build grist. It is tempting because they strongly resemble rock and blue raspberry gushers. However, units of build grist are a gaming abstraction and do not seem to exist on a physical plane. There is apparently no crisis so imminent that will deter you from completing idiotic and frivolous actions. If you hear background noises, it is because the person that is here to fix our garage roof has arrived an hour late. Anyway. Your dad is getting home. John, what did you do with the PDA this time? I'm working on the bathroom, but we are running low on build grist. TT, revise bathroom. Hey, at least the holes are fixed. The door's locked. Why is there a toilet in our yard? John, run to your room and contact TT through Pestratrum. Two chums have been trying to message you. Answer, chums. I'm working on the bathroom, but we are running low on build grist. No, man, who cares about the bathroom? Now there's a meteor heading for my house. I see. Do you suppose it has anything to do with the game? I don't know, maybe. What do I do? I think it's very likely. The walkthroughs vaguely suggest an imminent threat before they end. The already poorly constructed sentences become even more curt and ambiguous, as if written hastily and with a sense of alarm. Actually, their dedication to updating the walkthrough under such circumstances is admirable. Wow, fascinating. What? I'm just gonna say that the question marks are always, what? If the meteor is a game construct, I think the only thing to do is to proceed and try to solve the dilemma on the game's terms. Try using the lathe. It says you can use the card on it, but it isn't more specific than that. Okay, I'll do it. Really, it is a labor to read this drivel. If I had read any more, my brain will need to be spoon-fed from a jar, while it blows spit bubbles on a high chair. I think I will write my own walkthrough. That is, after we make sure we don't die. Turntech Godhead began pestering ectobiologist. Heard you got the box. Hope you appreciate my heroic fatherly perseverance and getting it to you in my rough and tumble dirty wife-beaterly sort of way. Also, I hope you appreciate how many no-talent douches had their mitts on that bunny before you. It's like a grubby baton in some huge douchebag marathon. Hey, where are you? No, man, the bunny was awesome, but I don't have time to talk. I'm playing Spurb, and it's kind of a nightmare. TT is breaking everything in my house. Dude, I told you to steer clear of that game. And for that matter, you should probably wash your hands of filthy boards and their snarky horseshit altogether. Filthy broads, sorry. And now there's a meteor coming, and I'm not even joking about that. It's like a big asteroid or comet or something in the sky, heading right for my house. Oh, man. Oh, man. How big is it? Oh, no. Big, I guess? I gotta go. We'll talk later if I'm still alive and the Earth isn't blown up. Like the size of Texas? Or just like Rhode Island? They're always throwing around these geographical comparisons to give us a sense of scale like it really means anything to us. But it's like, it doesn't matter. It's matter always just like, wow, that's pretty fucking big. Like, Mr. President, there's a meteor coming, sir. Oh, yeah, how big is it? It's the size of Texas, sir. Oh, shit. Oh, how big is it? It's the size of New York, sir. Oh, shit. Sir, I'm afraid the comet is the size of your mom's dick. Oh, snap. Sir, are you familiar with Jupiter? You mean like the planet? Yeah, well, it's that big, sir. That sounds pretty big. I have a question. Is it Jupiter? Yes, sir. Earth is literally under siege by planet fucking Jupiter. Oh, shit. Anyways, later. I forgot how fun it is to do the thing. Anyways, that seems like a good place to leave off. Alright, cool. We'll leave off here because, well, it sounds like I need to. Anywho, be back when I'm back.